He can't see me, but I'm here. Lena first noticed in a cafe window. She turned her head, but her reflection didn't. It only lasted a second, a glitch, a trick of light. That's what she told herself, but the next time it smiled when she didn't. Every mirror, every surface that held her image, it was wrong. Sometimes slower, sometimes just off. She tested it, raised her left hand. Her reflection raised its right. She blinked once. It didn't blink at all. It watched. Lena stopped using mirror. She covered the bathroom wall with a towel, turned her phone camera to face away, but the reflection didn't care. They found her way in windows, in puddles, the dark computer screens. The reflection grew bolder. It mouthed words Lena didn't say. It moved behind her while she stood still. One night, while brushing her teeth, she caught her reflection staring, not at her, but past her. She turned. No one there. When she looked back, the mirror was empty. The reflection was gone. She didn't sleep that night. By morning, she had convinced herself she should gone a little stir crazy, stress, lack of sleep, until her boyfriend Mason walked into the kitchen and asked, "Why were you standing behind me last night?" She hadn't been. She had been locked in her room. Later that day, she checked her phone camera out of habit. And there she was, not her face. It's smiling. Eyes too wide, skin too smooth. It whispered from the screen, though no sound came. "He can't see me, but I'm here, and I'm almost ready." Lena threw the phone across the room, but on every screen after that, her laptop, the microwave door, even the stainless steel toaster, it stared back. Mason started acting distant, cooled, like he didn't recognize her anymore. She caught him smiling at the mirror once, whispering something. She asked what he said. His answer, "I wasn't talking to you." The doll maker's curse. Lena found the doll in a dusty trunk, hidden deep in the attic. Its porcelain face was cracked and its glassy blue eyes seemed to follow her. A faded lace dress clung to its fragile frame, and when Lena picked it up, she thought she heard a faint whisper. So soft it could have been the wind. That night, she woke to a voice beside her bed. "Put me back!" Lena's breath hissed. The doll lay still on her nightstand, its painted lips frozen in a tiny smirk. The air in the room felt colder than before. The shadow in the corners seemed darker, stretching toward the doll like grasping fingers. In the morning, she convinced herself it had been a dream. She carried the doll downstairs, showing it to her grandmother. Her grandmother gasped, "Where did you find that?" "In the attic," Lena said. "It's just an old doll." "No," her grandmother murmured. "That belonged to Eliza." Lena frowned. "Who's Eliza?" Her grandmother hesitated before whispering, "My sister, she vanished when we were children." After she found the doll, a cold dread settled in Lena's chest. That night, the whispers returned, but this time she understood the words. "She took me, she trapped me, help me." A chill ran down her spine. The doll's eyes gleamed in the dim light, filled with something almost human. Gathering her courage, Lena took it back to the attic, placing it gently in the trunk. As she closed the lid, the whisper came one last time, soft revealed, "Thank you." The attic door cracked shut behind her, and Lena never heard that doll's voice again. But sometimes, when the house was silent, she thought she heard a faint, distant whisper drifting from the attic, waiting. Late at night, she swore she could hear faint scratching sounds coming from the attic, like tiny fingers against wood. The sky dead twice. Adam had never believed in the supernatural. He thought ghosts were just stories, shadows of folklore meant to scare children. That was until he woke up in a hospital room, confused and alone. With no memory of how he had gotten there, the doctors told him that he had been in a car accident, a terrible crash. His body was battered and broken, and they weren't sure how he had survived. They said he had been clinically dead for over an hour before his heart miraculously started beating again. It didn't make sense, but the strangest thing was that Adam couldn't remember the accident. He could not remember anything about the crash. Only flashes of life before it. A life that felt wrong. As days went by, Adam tried to put it all behind him. He returned to his apartment, picked up his routine again, and tried to forget about the strange sensations that something was off. But every night, as he drifted into sleep, he dreamed of the same thing. A mirror. In the dream, Adam would stand before the mirror, his reflection smiling back at him. But it wasn't him. It was someone else, someone he didn't recognize. One evening, while looking through old photos, he found one of his childhood. There was a face in the background he didn't recognize, a pale, twisted figure standing just behind his younger self. The face was blurry, but there was something disturbingly familiar about it, and then the feeling of deja vu hit him like a wave. It was the same face from his dreams. Adam tried to ignore it, but the dreams grew more vivid, more real. He woke up to find his reflection was no longer his own. He would see himself standing by the bed, watching him sleep. Sometimes his reflection would smile, or worse, it would be staring at him. with a look of pure hatred. He realized the truth far too late. He had died in that crash, and the man in the mirror wasn't just his reflection, it was the one who had taken his place.